this special video because there has been a new update for the game by the developers, yes. Yeah, they released a new update with many fixes for the game, and I will go by them one by one. So as you can see here, to go with all the features and all the fixes that the developers did, I need to do, or I need to design a vehicle. So which do you think which is the best vehicle to do? So I made this pickup truck. As you can see, it's a normal small size pickup truck. It's not a mini truck, but it's a pickup truck. It's a normal pickup truck. All right. So to begin with the new update, the version we go before this one, yes, the version before this one, they actually made they actually added some options here. For example, this light truck monocoque and this semi space frame, and these two options they weren't really functioning. They were just like they were just two words. There are no functions for them in any meaning. So now after this new update, after this new release, they are actually functional now. As you can see, I've chosen aluminium panels with light truck monocoque chassis type with advanced high-strength steel, and as you can see, it's working perfectly. And now the game can actually calculate all their ending results, which is great, because this is a perfect truck monocoque chassis. As you can see, let me show you the chassis itself. Let me remove everything. As you can see, this is the chassis, half monocoque and half ladder in the back for the rear bed, which is amazing. Right, let's move on. I've chosen front longitudinal engine placement with McPherson strut in front and solid axle leaf in the rear with zero quality here. As you can see, it's a pickup truck, zero qualities on everything. It's white, the rims are normal steel, everything is normal fixtures. These cool headlights with tuning grills, and this badge here, fog lights, these side mirrors, and the door handles, the fuel filler cap, and of course the rear indicator here. These are the tail lights, single exhaust, and there is the license plate with the logo. It's a basic truck. Now moving on to the engine. The engine, as you can see, it's a 4-liter dual overhead camshaft V8 with aluminium block and aluminium head materials. As you can see, it's an 83mm on the bore and 92.4mm on the stroke, which equals 4000 cc precisely. Dual overhead camshaft with 4 valves per cylinder with variable valve lift technology, cast internals with low friction cast pistons for good fuel economy, zero quality on everything, 10.5:1 compression ratio with 20 on the cam profile, which is smooth, and it produces very good low end torque. And as you can see, 52, which is a performance variable valve lift profile, which is good also. So this engine is economical and smooth, and when you push the pedal down, it becomes a sporty engine. I'm using variable valve timing on all cams with zero quality, naturally aspirated with direct fuel injection with single throttle body and a standard intake manifold and an intake system. 91 octane fuel is needed, which is great, cheap and good. 14.2 is the air fuel ratio, which is also on the lean side, which makes the engine very economical, and 58 on the ignition timing with 6000 rpm limit. So it's a basic economical performance V8. As you can see, I'm using tubular headers with single exhaust pipe with 3.5-inch exhaust pipe or 88.9mm. High flow 3-way Carli converters with baffled. Actually, I hate baffled, but actually this baffled muffler here, it made more power and it was efficient. So I've chosen the baffled on the first and reverse flow on the second, which will make the engine sound quiet and perform well. So this is the ending result: 280 horsepower at 6000 rpm and 275 pound-feet of torque at 4000 rpm. Pretty much efficient results. The engine is reliable, it's cheap on the service cost, and the weight is very acceptable. The engine is clean, it's very quiet, it's responsive, it's smooth also, so it's perfect. And the engineering time it's not really that high. listen to it. It sounds so smooth and so elegant. It makes around 222 pound-feet of torque at idle at 600 rpm, which is very good. And as you can see, it makes 27.2% is the fuel efficiency or the fuel economy, which is also great for a 4-liter performance slash economical V8. Now let's shove the engine inside the car, and as you can see, I'm using longitudinal all-wheel drive system with advanced automatic gearbox and 6-speed or 6 ratios. As you can see, with 213 kilometers is the gearbox top speed, with 213 kilometers is the speed limiter. So actually there's no speed limiter, it just opens speed to the max. The spacing is 72, and if you are wondering why I've chosen higher gear spacing, not low gear spacing, because it's a utility vehicle. It's an off-road utility vehicle, so I had to use high gear, not low gear. Lower gears is for sporty cars, and higher gear is for utility city driving cars. As you can see, I've chosen 72, which will give me 6.2 seconds from 0 to 100, and 2.3% is the wheel spin. But all this doesn't matter because the customers actually love it. They adore this truck. As you can see, it's 130.7 selling points, which they adore it. Now let's move on. The differentials are manual lockers because these are the best for off-roading, and the power distribution is 41% to the front and 59% to the rear. This is the most efficient and the most likable power distribution for these customers here. They love it. Zero quality, radial chunky off-road tires with 215 in front and 250 in the rear. 765 is the tire diameter, and 15-inch rims with 10 on the offset in front and 50 is the offset in the rear, which as you can see, I'm using steel rims because these are the best for off-roading. Zero quality here, with ventilated 2 pistons, 295mm in front, solid discs with single piston and 300mm in the rear. 51 is the pad type with 66 power brakes to the front and 34 to the rear. Zero quality. Off-road skid tray with cooling flaps, 55 on the engine, 100 on the brake airflow with zero quality. As you can see, I'm using 2 seats. Actually, I really wanted to use a 3-seater pickup truck, but unfortunately, if I choose a 3-seater, the customers will hate it. So I've chosen 2 seats because it's very basic, and as you can see, the interior is very basic because that's what the customer wants. It's a basic interior. Actually, also the customer wants no entertainment. They will love it like by 131 points. But with basic infotainment means a radio with AM, FM, CD player, auxiliary cord, and four basic speakers. This is the basic infotainment, and actually you should put a radio inside the car. There's no car today with no radio because it's a silly option that you will get a truck or a car without a radio. So zero quality, as you can see, with basic infotainment. Electric variable steering. The customers want this option here. At first I've chosen the variable hydraulic, but actually they hated it, and when I chose electric variable, they love it. Electronic stability control is needed here. Standard 10 safety, that's what the customer wants. As you can see, this is a custom suspension setup, which is progressive, twin tube, off-road, sway bars, and things. As you can see, this is a custom suspension setup. Now, they fixed a lot of stuff, a lot of bugs, a lot of the tire is moving upward and backwards, and sometimes the tire itself can get tiny, and you can never get it back to the previous white settings. They also fixed that. They also fixed the tire size is not affecting well. They also fixed the suspension travel. The ride height is not really perfecting well, but unfortunately they did not fix the load capacity. I've went I loaded actually some previous cars that I made before with the same error, and the error is still available. They did not fix the load capacity errors for sedans and sport cars. So the warning light for those sporty and sedans is still available. But they fixed some really good stuff. For example, the well, what else? Yes, the sway bars. Sway bars before they weren't really effective that well, and now they are very, very effective. And of course, they have played with the aerodynamics. I have loaded some cars that I made before with active aerodynamics, and yes, they are now more and more functional than before. So there are some really good bug fixing, and they have fixed some of the errors that they used to call the game to be crashed or to get crashed. And yes, as you can see, the game is now running smoothly and good. But still, the suspension or the load capacity suspension problem is still available. They did not fix it yet. But as you can see, now you can design an off-road car, you can design a pickup truck easily without any problems. The only warning light that I still have here, which is the rear tires are wide for the chosen tire compound, because I've chosen the chunky off-road tires and I want them to be wide, and unfortunately that has set off this warning light. They should also tend to fix these boring blue warning lights. So as you can see, this truck is amazing. As you can see, it can do 29.5 mpg, which is very good for a V8 pickup truck. And as you can see, it only weighs, where is the weight? It only weighs 1435 kilograms, and as you can see, it can tow 2.3 tons or nearly 2.4 tons, which is amazing. And the load capacity is nearly a ton in the rear, 900 kilograms. That's good. The stopping distance is great. There is no brake fading. The roll angle is very low, which is great. It can go from 0 to 100 in 6.2 seconds or 6.18. It can go in the quarter mile in 14.47, which is also good for a 280 horsepower pickup truck. That's good. And you'll be surprised, you'll find this truck to be very quick, especially in the straight line. You can achieve the top speed very quickly. That's good. Just listen and enjoy. as you can see, the pickup truck did it in 2 minutes 37.36, which is not really quick, but as you saw on the straight line here, it really got very close to achieve its top speed, which is 213. I'm really amazed with that. So as you can see, the pickup truck is cheap. It's only $17,490, or you can say $17,500, which is, I think it's very cheap for this kind of pickup truck. A V8, an all-wheel drive, chunky off-roads, good, no brake fading, good brakes, good fuel economy. It has good seats and it has entertainment. It can tow the 2.3 tons or nearly 2.4, and you could put nearly a whole ton in the rear of cargo, which is amazing. The truck, it's very drivable. It's not sporty. No, of course it's not sporty. And why do you think it's not really comfortable? Because the interior and the entertainment system is not really great, and the suspension is a little bit hard. It's not really prestigious, of course, because this is a workman horse. This is a truck for hard work, you know, going in the mud, going in the sands, picking heavy stuff in the rear. This is a really hard-working pickup truck, and I think it's reliable, it's economical, and it's cheap. It runs great. I really love this pickup truck. I hope that you love it too. So if you enjoyed the video, remember to push that like button, and if you are new to the channel, get subscribed and push that notification bell button and get subscribed, of course, again, because I'm really happy to see you as a subscriber, and of course request more cool videos, and I'm really be happy to see your cool request every day. And of course I would really love to see more engine requests. All of you, or most of you guys, are requesting cars, and unfortunately the game is not really working well. Even after this new update, I can only make pickup trucks and SUVs, but I would really love if you can request more unique engines from the 40s, from the 50s, 60s, 70s, you know, any kind of engine you are thinking of. Just tell me in the comment section, and I'm sure that I can make it. But if the game doesn't support it, then I will apologize about that. So thank you so much guys for watching. I will see you with another video very soon, and goodbye.